Okay. Let's make sure this is all on his P's and Q's here. Parting 101, schedule, upcoming. We should be live. Is there anybody up here? Oh, okay, we're good. Turn volume up. Oh, we're good. Parting 101, schedule, upcoming. Hey, oh, thanks for the likes. Is there anybody up here? All right, so we have the live connected. Oh, it looks like I don't got no socks on. It kind of looks like I don't have any socks on, but I do. So let's fix that look. Hey, wait, I can't see that name. Hey, Destiny, Asia. Is it Asia? Wait, Asada. Is it Asada? Hey, y'all, we're doing parting 101. So when you parting for straight backs, when you're parting for knotless, side braids, you have to make sure your parts are on point, because if not, you cannot be out here charging 200 plus and your parts ain't even on point. Okay? As we all on the same page on that? I'm here for all the parting tips. Yes, this is it. This is it. Take notes. Have your mannequins, whatever you need to do. Thanks for the live. Thanks for the like. I seen somebody like it. Thanks. So if you know, we're just going to start in a couple minutes. I'm going to let the chat warm up. I don't want to start and then people, oh, I missed it. That's why you should be here at 6:30, but we're not even going to get into that. Let me see. I'm tired of doing my daughter dirty with the parts. At least you're trying. You need to practice some way, somehow. So, yeah, I really wish that I had a real mannequin so I can really show y'all what it's giving, but I don't, but I can still do the one too. With this mannequin right here, this lovely mannequin whose hair we're going to use today, okay? So we're going to start in a couple minutes. I'm just warming up. I'm actually on time today, so that's why I'm not running around. I'm sitting, I'm chilling. I have nothing to do. Usually I'm running in with bags, starting the live, popping the TV on, but I'm on point right now, so that's perfect. Yes, thanks for the claps, because for real. I can also see the comments on the TV, so if you think that I missed your comments, 9 times out of 10, I did not. Hey, Destiny, it is on the TV. I can see it. So again, we're going to start in a little bit, okay? Time be real, so kudos to you. Yes, for real. Like, I was like, I took a nap, I did my hair, popped some lashes on. Like, I'm actually early. That's amazing for me. No, for real. Hello, Mike. Hello. We're going to get these parts in order. Because a lot of y'all who are beginners, y'all know how to part, but sometimes the part might just got to lean with it, rock with it in it. You know, we don't want any really lean with it, rocks with it. Unless you're doing a zigzag part. So let me show y'all a zigzag part real quick. Yeah, so some of y'all parts might have a little wave in it, and it shouldn't have a wave. Some of y'all parts might have a lean with it, rock with it. I'm from Panama. What? For real? Don't play with it. I hope I pronounced that right. So I'm going to show you, I'm just going to show you something. I'm going to try to look for, oh, what's up? There's 42 people in the chat. Hey, if you're new here, my name is Aniya.LaRaye. I am a CEO, content creator, entrepreneur, 1K Styles. This is my braid page. This is my shop. This is me standing on business. 1K Styles. 1K Styles, I know a couple of them, 1K Styles, whatever John 1K said. This is my page, and I just teach people how to braid for free. Today, we are learning parting 101. The information I'm giving you, people usually charge hundreds of thousands of dollars for. They put it in an ebook. They're selling guides. They're selling tutorials. And this is my last free braid class. So if you made it here today, we are talking all about parting. We'll get started at 6:40. And yeah, here's some zigzag parts, squiggly parts. And I want to show y'all my zigzag parts, okay? Hold on. I really want to show y'all, because I love doing zigzag parts. A lot of people don't know how to do zigzag parts. And if they do, the zigzag be like, psh, 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 psh. I need my zigzag to be like, psh, 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 psh. Feel me? There's a difference. Yes, that's my new excuse. My parts are leaning with it, rocking with it. Hey, yo, who is this diva? Hello, miss. My name is Aniya.LaRaye. I'm an entrepreneur, content creator, and the #1 braider in my city. And I'm just up here because today we are learning parting 101. I'm doing free braid classes. I'm not charging anything. All you can do is watch and listen and learn. Thanks for the likes, guys. Somebody said I better leave. Why you better leave? Oh, we got 124 people in the chat. Hey, y'all. I'm starting at 6:40, so I'm just ranting really quickly. Usually I'm late. I'm on time, so there's really nothing that I can do right now. Beautiful hair. Thank you. I just got it cut. It needed cut. It had a couple see-through pieces. Do you do locks too? I'm like 1 foot in, 1 foot out with locks. It really depends on the client, I would say, because I know how to do locks, but I don't like to do them because I know people who actually do locks for real. It doesn't take them 2 to 3 hours for a retwist. It usually takes them about maybe 1 hour to 2 hours max. And I just don't want to be out here doing retwists if it's taking me that long. I'd rather just stick to the braids. Okay, let me show you my zigzag parts really quickly. So this is parting 101. And again, if you ever seen this video viral, that's me, okay, with the braided ponytail for school. That was me. Yes, yes, yes. I don't even gotta do too much. I'm just playing. I have actually two viral videos. This one and this one with this. This was me as well, if you ever seen this picture. So we're starting in a little bit. Thank you. I see 129 people in the chat. Thank you guys for the subs. Thank you guys for the likes. No way, your hair looks super good, straight like it is. Thank you. I just got my hair cut. Do you do mermaid braids? I would have to see a picture. I'll Google it. I'm trying to show y'all parting 101 because, like, when it comes to this parting, it's no games, okay? Even when you're doing designs or like braids that's like going around and things like that, okay? So let me just look at one more. I can't find any. Let me see her. Nah, this is a good picture to show with the heart up there. Hey, what hairstyle should I do tomorrow? It's up to you, guys. We are starting at 6:40. Oh, what's up? There's 100. Oh, there was just 257 in the chat. We are starting at 6:40. If you don't know me, let me reintroduce myself again really quickly. My name is Aniya.LaRaye. I'm a CEO, entrepreneur, braider. #1 braider in Pittsburgh. I'm giving away free braid classes right now. Today we are learning parting 101. If you're new here, please, do I have any mods in the chat? If you're not talking, if the conversation has nothing to do about learning about hair, you will unfortunately be muted for the whole live. We are talking about how to do hair, practicing doing hair, how to part, why you should do this, why you shouldn't. We're not asking for shout outs. We're not asking, you can book an appointment. We're not asking for any of that, okay? So 6'7", yeah, 6'7", 6'7", 6'7". So if you want to learn how to do hair, this is the class for you. If you want to be on Kit Kat games, this might not be the class for you. And I do need a mod. I really want to know how to French braid. I can teach you. Hi. How do you make straight parts? Well, this is parting 101. We're starting in 2 minutes. Hey, I'm looking for people that want to learn how to braid. I'm looking for people that want to level up their braid game. I'm looking for people that is really interested in braiding and gaining clients, actually having clientele, actually being a beast at the braids, actually enjoy doing hair. If you can relate to any of the things I just said, you might want to skip that. Y'all, she's going to show everything once it's time. Thank you, Shay. Shay, I might need to make you a mod really quickly. Could you show me how to straighten hair in one of your lives? My mom is a hairstylist, so I was thinking boho braids. Can you show me how to do that? I'm showing everything. I don't do hair, but I love it anyway. Well, you're actually going to love it once I start teaching it. What is up, y'all? Hey, thanks for the subs. Make sure you guys, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel so you do not miss anything. Before we start, again, I'm going to let y'all know who I am and what I do, because obviously there's a lot of new people today. There's a lot of new people and you guys don't have no clue what's going on. Thank you, My Life Daily. Do you know how to do Jada Waiter braids? I know how to do everything. Oh, we need a mod in here. I need a mod ASAP. Shay or whoever think they're going to be in the live to the end, do you think you can do mod really quickly? Thank you, girl. Period, poo. So this is the Braid Academy. Are you sure, My Life Daily? This is the Braid Academy right here, okay? This is what we are learning. This is everything we already went over, okay? Now we are learning parting 101. So we are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're 7 classes in, okay? Right group. My Life Daily, I'm going to make you a moderator. If you can stay till the end, that would be amazing. It's only 1 hour, so we'll be over at 7:45. I'm going to add you as a moderator. And all I need for you to do, we're about to start because it's 6:40. All I need for you to do is put anybody in timeout who's just being disrespectful, who's not talking about hair, who's just attention seeking. I like to call them attention seekers because I just had somebody come in here and say, you can't do hair, ugly B. That's attention seeker. She's attention seeking. I could do hair. I'm not ugly. That's an attention seeker. So anybody that's attention seeking, get them out immediately. So we're getting into it. Parting 101. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to level up your braid game. Let's get it. So I have my mannequins in here today, and when it comes to parting, you really want to make sure your parts, you always hear, make sure my parts is straight. Make sure your parts are neat. Well, that's not always the case. For example, if I am doing a straight back, okay, let me show y'all something really quickly. If I'm going to do a straight back, my part is not going to be straight unless it's in the middle. That's the only time it's going to be straight. If I'm doing a part right here, let's say I'm doing a straight back, this braid is going to come like this. It's impossible for me to do a straight part. That's a straight part. Once you do a straight part, you're curving now, okay? But I'm going to show y'all this on the mannequin. I'm going to flip my camera around. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you guys for the subs. This is so amazing. You just want to make me keep going and keep going and keep going. Alrighty, I'm going to get y'all a clear view because if you know me, I don't play about no view or no angle or no lighting on any day. So just make sure y'all's paying attention. Thank you for the likes, baby. Okay. Hold on really quickly. Alrighty. Hey, I can see all you guys' comments on the TV. So I'm going to keep it right here just so you guys can see it, okay? Thank you, My Life Daily. Thank you. That's exactly what I need. Thank you. Alrighty, guys. So we are learning how to part 101. I'm going to show you a couple different parting hacks, tricks, and methods. Sorry. I did just get my braces off, so I have like the retainers on, and the list is kind of crazy. All right, so what I just said before my camera was flipped. Parting 101. First of all, I'm going to talk about straight backs because all parting is not the same. From a braided ponytail, when you're doing braided ponytail, you're parting more so like this. You're parting up all around the head. When you're doing straight backs, you're parting back, 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 back. When you're doing Alicia Keys braids, you're doing sections and you're parting, like, it's just a lot when it comes to parting. So really pay attention. Yes, I am so kind. So really pay attention. And if you have any questions, please ask. So boom. She said, can you at least show us a side part before you do a middle part? Because I cannot do no side part. Yes. But before, I have to show y'all the basics when it comes to parting. So I don't want you guys to get caught up thinking every part should be straight. Hold on. Okay. Every part should not be straight because this is a perfect angle. Hold on. I'm going to twist her a little bit. Okay. Like this. So say we was doing some straight backs on her. Of course, a hairstylist will tell you, make sure the part is straight. But usually when you're doing straight backs, and there's a couple different straight backs. You have Alicia Keys braids. That's the braids that's like going straight backs and designs. Or you could have designs up here. I don't know. Everybody have different names for specific hairstyles. But I like to call regular straight backs. Like if they have no designs in them and they're just going straight back, that would be considered straight backs to me. There's no designs. They're going straight backs. Any feeding braids, any straight backs, any cornrows that have weave in it and they have designs in it, I'm just going to call them Alicia Keys braids, okay? So let's say we're doing straight backs, okay? When it comes to parting, we are not going to part straight back. Let me show you what happens when you part straight back, okay? Hold on. I'm going to turn her really quickly. I can see you guys' comments on the screen. Somebody said I'm at Olive Garden. Okay, so this is what happened if you part straight back. So this is our client. She comes in for straight backs, and we're parting straight back. Okay. Comb that up a little bit. I'm just going to continue to part straight back. Alrighty. I'm going to continue to part straight back. All right. Now she is getting side braids. Hold on. Let me turn it so y'all can actually see. Okay. This is not pre-recorded. This is actually live. All right. So if I was to continue to part her straight back, this braid is going to go around her whole back of the head. Do you get that? All right. So this is me parting straight back. So this part will go all the way back here. So when you're doing straight backs, yes, you're parting straight back, but it should have a curve in it, okay? This is a nape. Let me turn her around really quickly. Okay, hold on. I'm going to put all this hair up. This right here is called a nape. Some people will call it a kitchen or whatever, but this is your nape. And when you part straight back, you want to make sure all your braids end up at the nape, okay? So if we continue to part straight back, the braid is never going to end up at the nape. So this part needs to be parted straight back and then slightly a curve in it. And I'm going to show you what I mean. Hold on. So yes, I'm going to part straight back a little bit and also a curve. You also want your parts to have like a slight curve in it, okay? I'll answer questions as soon as I'm done. All right. So I'm parting straight back, and then at a point, I stop. Around this area, I stop, and I'm going to go down, okay? This is when it comes to straight backs. The only time you're going to part straight back is when that braid is in the middle of her hair. All right, let me see. Can you back the mannequin up a little bit? I can't really see that well, but I see what you're doing. Yes. Thank you. Hold on. Okay. All right. Pay attention. If you're joking around, you're going to miss it. This is for serious people only, okay? So, boom. When you're doing straight backs, you always want to make sure you're parting and having a little curve in it. Because if this part was to go straight back, it would go straight back all the way over here. This is going down. When you're parting, you want it to have a curve in it. So, when you're doing straight backs, it should be straight and then down to the nape, okay? The only time, again, let me spin her so you guys can see. The only time a part should be going actually straight back is when you're doing middle parts. Like, for example, middle parts. If she was getting straight backs, I would be able to part this all the way back versus parting this all the way back on this side. I parted it down, okay? So when it comes to straight backs, you always want to make sure you have a slight curve in it, okay? Because, I don't know if y'all can tell, but she had some braids and then I took them out. Hold on. Okay, so she had some braids and then I took them out, but you can see if I'm trying to explain. There's a lot of people in here. This is like I've been doing this live for a while, but there's a lot of people in this one, so I'm trying to focus. All right. So when you're doing straight backs, the reason why I say every braid should have a curve in it, because if this braid is coming straight like this, straight, 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 it is going to mess up. Like, how can I make it make sense? It's just not going to look right. Like, imagine this is going straight back, straight back, straight back, straight back. Now, there's going to be, depending on how many braids she's getting, let's say she's getting 8 braids. So, one right here, one right here, one right here, one here, 4 on each side. One of these braids is going to be looking funky because it don't have a curve in it. And it's going to be like pulling from the front, if that makes sense. I wish I had a picture. I don't have a picture, so I really cannot explain. But let me know if that makes sense. Thank you, Loli. That makes sense. So imagine she was getting, let's just say she was getting 30 braids. That would mean 15 on this side, 15 on this side. If these are going straight back, 1, 2, and we're going to picture the comb as a braid. So imagine this is a braid, and it's just going straight back with no curve. The braid is going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The braids ain't even there, but you can see when I got in this area, the braids are going to be like straight instead of curving. Did that make sense? Imagine my fingers is the braids. The braids is going to go like this instead of like that, okay? And these are straight back, so we do want the braids to go straight back instead of curving, and straight. These will be straight. These beginners will start and go that way. Make sense? Alrighty, parting 101 again. woke me up. Please don't be joking right now because you're trying to draw her. I'm sorry, I could not read that. Okay, cool. Another thing when it comes to parting, different combs are going to get you different results. So these are the combs that I use. I'll get a handful of them really quickly. As you can see, all my combs have like a sharp tip at the beginning. So when I am parting, I can make sure my part is neat. I can make sure my part is sharp versus parting with something like this. Okay. So depending on your comb is depending on how sharp and how neat your part is going to come out. I would probably never part with something like this unless it was like a quick weave and the braids don't got to be that neat and the parts don't got to be as straight, okay? I believe I have a class on parting for knotless. I'm going to double check, but if not, I will go over that. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, okay? While I go over this really quickly. I'm trying to see if I have a knotless class. Parting for knotless. Yeah, so I'm not going to talk about, I'm not going to say too much when it comes to knotless. But yeah, I don't know how you do this. Should take long to get done. Power to you. Thank you, girl. So this is the one thing I will say about knotless. A lot of people have trouble with knotless braids. I really should save this, but I'm not going to save it just because there's a lot of people in here. I'll go over it really quickly. A lot of people, when you guys are doing knotless, this is how I started off doing knotless. When you do knotless, you will usually part from ear to ear. And I'm just going to do it real quick. And I do not recommend parting this way for knotless, and I'm going to show you why. Okay? Hold on, I'm going to part this down. Watch. If you really watch, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to come over here. Hold on, I'm going to part on the side of her head real quick. A lot of people are doing their knotless like this, and I'm going to tell you why I do not do my knotless like this. And it's literally like, wait till you see. You're going to be like, what? And I'm going to be like, yeah. So, we'll see. So when you're doing knotless and you're parting ear to ear, I'm going to tell you why I do not like this method. Not only am I going to tell you why I don't like this method, but I'm going to show you why I don't like this method, okay? Well, you talk about basic braids like French braids, Dutch braid. I need to cover a lot, but I was just wondering. Yes, I could. I already have cornrows on my page if you want to check that out. How to do a cornrow, how to feed in hair, how to add the weave, all of that, okay? All right. Yes, I am from Pittsburgh. Alrighty, so I'm going to put this up. When it comes to parting knotless, if you're a braider or if you do hair, is this usually how you start your knotless off? Okay. I'm going to come so we can make sure this part is actually neat. Alright. This is a little crooked, but I'm going to fix it real quick. Alright. I'm just going to take some hair out and fix it just like that. Okay. I'm going to double part it again just so it says on the neater side. Okay. Alright. I'm going to take this hair and add it to the top. Alright. So let me tell y'all why I do not like this parting method when it comes to knotless, okay? Put this in a ponytail really quickly. Alrighty. Now you see my client's hair. This is what a lot of people will do when it's time to part for knotless. They'll use, and I used to do this because I was a beginner braider before. They'll part from ear to ear, and then they'll just part their rows out, which is pretty fine, pretty fine, pretty fine, pretty fine. But when you start parting your rows out, let's just say I parted all of this out and this is rows. Hold on, I'm going to come over here. Just so y'all can literally see what I'm saying. Hold on, let me move this here. So let's just say these rows was already parted out. I'm going to put this in a scrunchie so we can get this hair out of our way, okay? Hold on. Move this really quickly. Snip that up. Move this out the way. And just like that. Alright. When you are parting and it's time to do knotless and you get to the top of the hair, these are already going to be slanted. Like no ifs, ands, or but. Because look, here's one row right here. Here's one row right here. Alright, and let's just say I parted all the way back. Hold on, I'm going to clip this. let's just say I parted this all the way back and it's time to make our boxes. Here's the first box. Look at that. This, I don't know if y'all can see in the camera, but this is slanted back. This is slanted back. It's not a straight box, okay? And it gets even worse when we get to the top. So let's just say that's a row. Let's say this is a row, okay? I'm going to take the hair. I'm going to part it. Just like I'm doing knotless braids. I'm going to part it all around. Oh, her hair is a little tangled. Let's just say that this is parted all the way to the back, okay? And then it's time for us to do our boxes for our knotless. Here's one box. Do you see what I'm saying when I say there's a slant in it? Now, a lot of people won't really care about that, but when you're paying like top-notch quality for your hair and things like that, you're going to want your parts to be straight. And then I'm going to show you one more when I get to the top, okay? And I'm just showing y'all why I don't like the air-to-air method. The only way the air-to-air method will work is if you part this client's hair like literally straight across the head. It cannot be slanted, because with this being slanted, it's causing these braids, like the outer braids, should I say, the outer braids in the rows to be slanted. And then you got to worry about these being crooked up here. But I'm going to do one more. So I'm going to part just like this. I'm going to drag it all the way around. Just like if I was to do regular knotless braids. Hold on. Just like that. Now, let's just say this is parted and out the way. And then it's time to do our box. Hold on. I need y'all to see the angle that I'm seeing. Hold on. I'm going to put this up really quickly. All right. And then it's time to do the box. Bam. This is not even a square at this point anymore. Okay. Hold on. Just going to part that down really quickly. It is different from a mannequin too. And then this is not a square. You have like a wear object. It looks like a square, but it's not. And then when my client looks straight, because this is her looking completely straight, do you see what I mean on how these are going to turn out? They're not going to be a box. And then you have to line these parts up, and it's just not going to equal up to just be a neat, if that makes sense. Okay, cool. Another parting 101. This is something we actually need to seriously get into. I'm just warming up. When you're parting, depending on the hairstyle, it's always about the flick of the wrist, okay? So I'm going to show y'all how I do a middle part, if I was to do a middle part. So say this client was either getting knotless or travel braids. I'm going to show y'all do's and don'ts when it comes to a middle part. So I'm going to turn my client around. I'm going to give y'all the angle that I am currently looking at. Yes, thank you, Daily. I see you doing your thing. Put them all in timeout. Anybody that's attention seeking, put them in timeout. We don't do attention seekers over here. Learners only, okay? So if I was to do a middle part, if you're doing middle parts and you're wondering, why my middle part is slanted? Why is my middle part not neat? I'm going to tell you why. Girl, thank you so much. I suck at parting, and I go into Cosmo 2 next year. Okay, period. Well, let me know if you have any questions when it comes to parting. And okay, Aniya, hey girl, we definitely is twins. Okay, all right. So if we're doing here, I'm actually gonna have to turn the camera around really quickly for this one, and then I'll get back up close. Okay. So we are learning about parting. Okay, I'm gonna turn my client around. Okay, I'm gonna get a little closer. And if we was to do a middle part, I'm going to show you exactly how I would do a middle part. All right. Y'all guys can see? Hold on, let's get a little bit closer. All right. Now, me as a professional braider, I could say to this day, sometimes middle parts still mess me up sometimes, but it really depends. I have clients who will like put their head down, and I won't really ask to put your head up. So yeah. All right, so when it comes to a middle part, there's two different ways that you can do this. I can either stand on top of my client like this and look down, or I can come in the front and look at her face. Okay, so this is me doing a middle part. And her hair is a little bit oily on this side because we was doing foundation and what happens when your hair have oil in it. Okay, so we're just going to take it. You can take it by the nose or whatever. Some people usually use the nose as a guide. But first, you're just going to create your middle part. All right, I'll stand literally in front of the client. Like, You have to stand in front of the client. If you want a straight part, you have to make sure you stand in front of the client. So, and then when you stand here, I'm going to flip the camera so y'all can see what I'm seeing. Okay? And I'm going to also zoom in. All right, hold on. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. So I'm going to stand in front of the client and I'm going to attempt a straight part. And then when it comes to parting, you can really look and see what is crooked. So I'm going to comb this down and I'm going to comb this down and we're going to see why this part is not neat, okay? So I'm pulling her hair down and I'm going to wait till it loads in the YouTube video so I can see really quickly. Okay, hold on. Pulling her hair down. Now we can see at the beginning, this has a slight curve in it. If you can't see that, I don't know. We can all see this has a slight curve in it. So when we braid, or if somebody was to part her hair and not fix it up, she's going to have a slight curve. Whether she was getting straight backs right here, knotless right here, travel braids in the front, this is going to be curved. So to fix that curve, you're just going to, and it's curving this way, okay? So when it's curving, hold on, let me zoom in so y'all can really see. Okay. When it is curving, there's two ways that you can fix this. I can either, since it's curving this way, what I need to do is either chop some hair off and add it over there, or start from the back and basically redo the whole part. In this situation, I think that I really should just chop some hair off like that and move it to that side. Let me see. Hold on. I'm sorry. I got to stand in front. Oh, okay. This girl is really crooked right now. So I'm just going to start from the back and drag it down. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. I got to stand real quick. All right. I see. I also, look, I'm about to see when it comes to parting. Hold on. Do you guys see where it is crooked at? Hold on. I'm trying to look in the camera. Okay, so you can see that there is a little crookedness right here. So when it comes to parting, it's really about eyeballing, okay? Just like, I'm going to do it on a piece of paper real quick. Hold on. Yeah, it's exactly. I'm going to do it on a piece of paper. Parting is just like drawing. Like, I would not lie to you. Parting is just like drawing. So, right now, I don't know if y'all can see it, but the type of part that I see, it looks good back here. So this is good back here. I'll just do a straight line right here. Imagine this is straight. And then it goes kind of like, hold on. The part goes over here a little bit. Hold on. The part goes over here a little bit, and then it come back to the front. Now, somebody who's a beginner, this line would be straight to them, even though it's not straight. But as a beginner, this would be acceptable. And I'm trying to tell you, as a professional braider, it's not acceptable, okay? So when it comes to parting, it's all about looking. Hold on. I'm going to have to put my head in front of this camera really quickly so I can actually fix this part. Let's see. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to use a different comb, too. I actually don't even like that comb. Okay, if you have any questions about parting, please ask them. Hold on. Let's see if me getting up close and personal fixed everything. Okay. Still a little slanted. Just a little bit. Hold on. Hold on. Definitely different from a human versus a mannequin, for sure. Okay. All right, let me double check. Make sure this is good. Hold on. All right. Let's look at that. How's that for a part? Kind of straight. What about people with a moving scalp? That's what I'm about to go into right now as soon as I flip the camera around. All right. I gotta comb. Her hair is curly and straight on this side, so I really cannot see. But to me, as I'm looking in the camera, this definitely looks straighter. Okay, so when it comes to parting, you really have to just look. Parting is all about drawing, and you're going to see that when I flip this around. Okay, so I'm going to flip my flip my mannequin around and show y'all what I would do in the back. Somebody said terrible. Oh my goodness. All right. Let me put this down as far as possible. Okay. So when it comes to parting, making sure your part is straight. Hold on, I need to lane my camera. Okay. So parting. When it comes to moving scalp or moving client, and I also do this if my client does not have a moving scalp or... Hold on, I see a lot of people saying 6'7", 6'7". I don't know what you guys are saying 6'7" for. I think they are kids on their moms. Oh, here, let's block words. 6'7". Okay. All right, we should be good. A moving scalp is basically, say I part my client's hair straight down, but when I'm parting it, her scalp is like moving. Okay, before we do that, let me show you how to really look at your parts. Like when you're struggling with parts, you guys have to really look. Okay, so I'm going to part her hair straight down in the middle. Just to give you guys an example so you can see. I need y'all to see a visual. I can't just be talking about it. I have to show you. Okay, so let's say we was doing 2 braids, and of course, she needs a middle part. I'll part this in the middle. Hold on, I got to move this hair out the way so I can see if my part is even straight or not. I'm going to put this in a ponytail. I'm going to put the other side in a ponytail, and I'm going to double check and see if my part is neat. And with me putting this hair in a ponytail, I'll be able to see, and y'all will be able to see what it needs fixed or not. I'll circle the areas where you can see needs fixed. And again, when it comes to parting is basically just like drawing. So let's do this. Okay. All right, I'm going to get my paper and pen up again. So this is our part. This is my client looking straight. Okay, now I'm trying to explain slowly without overdoing it. I'm going to also take her off real quick. This is my client, okay? She's getting 2 braids, and we need her part to be straight. As her hair is in 2 braids, 2 ponytails right now, we can see what's straight and what's not. As of right now, this is slightly slanting to the, what is this? My right. This is not going straight down. I'm going to show you how you can see. This is my client looking completely straight. If you had to make this line straighter, you're either going to be, we're going to say taking away hair, okay? If this part was to be straight, we need to take this away. This needs to go over here. Or we need to take all this away up here and bring it over here. So there's 2 options. We can either start right here, go down, take this away and add it over here, or we can start up here, and put it over here. Make sense? And then when we rotate our client's head, let's see. So we can see this is straight. This is straight. This is straight. If anything, probably, hold on, let me really look. Chop some down. All right. So it gets straight all the way up until I can see this area is kind of funky right here. This can be fixed up a little more. Okay, so let's do it. Would you say parting should be done on stretch hair or natural hair, or just take more time? I think any type of hair, stretch, texture, nappy, thin, you can part on any type of hair, but it is better for me if my client's hair is blown out, because when I'm parting, I'm able to just separate the hair versus this client didn't come with her hair blown out, so it's kind of hard for me to separate the hair. Sometimes I gotta yank, okay? So you always want your client to come with their hair completely blown out. All right. I'm going to do, let's see. I'm going to give you another parting example really quickly. I know I said I was going to fix it, but I want to make sure I'm giving y'all good parting examples. All right. So when it's time to do knotless, this is going to be a knotless 101. But what I'm really trying to get to y'all, when it comes to parting, you can really eyeball a part to see what needs fixed and what does not need fixed. Just imagine it as a straight line. And if you had a straight line on a piece of paper and you had a paper and a pencil and the line was not straight, what would you have to erase or take out to make it straight? So I'm going to do another example, okay? Hold on really quickly, y'all. All right. I'm going to do another example. So usually when I part for my knotless, I start by the ear and I'll part across the head. So I'm just going to take a slight part, just like that. Let me step over really quickly. Continue that part all the way over here and put it in the ponytail. All right. So this will help you if you're doing knotless or if you're doing ear to ear type of parts, or just if you need to part from one side of the face to another, back up and down or back and forth. Alrighty, so this is parting 101 again. Tell me if this helps you or not. Okay, so here's our client's head. All right, let's make sure our client is looking straight. Yes, I could tell she's looking straight. Everything's straight. Hold on, let me move some of this hair out the way. Alrighty. If you struggle with parting, let me know. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to move this hair out the way so we can actually see that part line. And then we'll get to it. Hello, who's that? Oh, Mike. Hello, Mike. All right, I'm going to comb this up. Get this hair out the way. Just like that. Boom. This is my client. Actually, let me make sure we got some good lighting as well. If this was my client and she was getting knotless, we can see if this part is straight or not, okay? How can we see where this part is straight? And also, before I say that, whether my client have a moving scalp or not, even if you see me in TikTok labs and I'm doing hair, you'll always see that I might slightly twist the hair because I feel like that lets me see the real part. That also lets me know what the actual part is going to look like when I give it like a slight twist, if that makes sense, okay? So if this was my client and she was getting ear to ear, I would tell y'all what I would fix in this part, okay? I'm going to zoom in again really quickly. First of all, I noticed that over here is on the lower side. Over here is more higher. We know that's not straight right there. We know that's not straight. So something needs to be either added. We need to add some hair from this, or we have to take away some hair from this. I'm going to take away from hair from this to line it up with that one, okay? All right. What else do we see? I notice, you know, right here, this part, I can see like the part goes right here, and then it goes up, and then it goes down, and then it goes up, and then it goes down, okay? So with that being said, now that I identified what needs to be fixed, I can go in and fix them, okay? So for example, this needs fixed because we see that this part is like up here and stuff. So we're going to go in, just take some hair out or add some hair. Also right here in this area, this needs to be taken out. So I'm going to get my comb just like that. Okay. All right. Let's see. Something else looks a little crazy over in this area. So I'm going to take my comb. Just drag it. Bam. Okay. Something right here looks kind of fishy. Take our comb. Taking hair away. Bam. Okay. So again, when you are parting, it's just like a line. Ooh, I dropped my comb. Okay. Just like that. I'm going to show y'all this side over here. Alrighty. This is my client. My client is slightly looking down. So I'm going to put her up so we can see this part. Ooh. Alrighty. Okay. This part is down here, but it finishes up here. You see that? That's not a straight line. If that was a straight line, these would equal up to the same. So either I have to take some hair out or add some hair in. What can we do if we keep getting your... What to do if you keep getting your part crooked? Just go over it. You just keep going over it. Imagine this is a line, okay? Let me draw it again real quick. Hold on. Let me draw over here real quick. Let me just... And ignore that message up there. Ignore that. So say you're parting your client's head, okay? This is your client, and this is the squiggly part that y'all beginners keep doing, right? All right. Hold on. Let me zoom in. This is the part y'all beginners keep doing. Here, I ain't gonna do y'all like that. Hold on. I ain't gonna do y'all like that now. Let's just say this is the part that the beginners are doing. We know that this area is straight. We know that this area is somewhat straight. But we know when it comes to this area in the part, that means that something, this hair right here got to go, okay? Does that make sense? I hope that's making sense. We know this area, some of this hair got to go. So you would take your comb, and fix it as straight as possible, okay? Same with this right here. You see how this is indent? You would take your comb, erase whatever hair is pulled up or needs to be taken out, and then you redo it. Parting is just like drawing. Like when I'm parting, I can literally see a line in my client's hair. Let me make this one a little bit harder for y'all so we can actually see what's up with the what's up, okay? I'm going to make my part a little bit more crooked so y'all can see. Alrighty. I'm going to go like this. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to do another part. Some people are parting. Their parts are coming out crooked. And they do not know why. See, my part is coming out neat. For real. I've been doing hair so long, my part is coming out neat. Here, I'm going to do this. Okay, this is perfect. I'm going to pin her hair up really quickly. Comb all this up. Comb. Do it in a tight little bun real quick. Oh, sorry. This girl been asking this question for a while. She said, because people have different head sizes, how do you know that you are parting the correct size to match the inspo picture into the head size to avoid making mistakes? Honestly, when y'all's hair, we need to have a chat real quick. Everybody's hair is different. If you was in some of the before classes, I think that you would know what to do in this case. First of all, this is the first thing. Everybody do have different head sizes. Everybody have different sizes. For example, if I do a knotless braid and my knotless braid is as big as my pinky, sorry, that would be considered small to me. It might be considered medium to you. Everybody have different head sizes. Everybody have different sizes when it comes to braids. My small could be your medium. My extra large could be your jumbo. My medium braids could be small to you, okay? So when it comes to just matching the picture up and stuff like that, that would be the first thing. Size. What size are we doing? It's kind of, and I'm not going to say it's hard, but it's not really that hard to match braids up with a picture, if you know what I mean. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Because I don't practice anything. I'm just freestyling. Alrighty. We're going to do another parting. What do you struggle with the most when it comes to parting so I can help you? What happens if we keep getting our part crooked? Then you keep fixing it. Unless you're going to let your client walk away with a crooked part. You're going to let your client walk away with a crooked part? So, boom, we're dealing with a crooked part right now. This part is nowhere near straight. We can all clear see that as day. If you can't see it, I don't know. And then also when you turn, you can see like the whole hair, if that makes sense. Like instead of just, you know, so that's why I like to twist it. All right, as I go over this part, I can see that it has a hump up here. It's going down. It's going straight. Let's turn her and see what else is going on. It goes up. It goes down. Okay. Now, I'm also going to take this piece of paper and this pen and draw what I see. So, let's see her hair. This is parting 101. How to part. How to perfect your parts. So, if I was to draw this out, I said parting is like drawing. Starting right there, I see that this part has a hump. And then it goes down, and then it goes straight. Hold on, let me flip this. Hold on. See that? Okay. So in order to fix this part, we need to make sure this end of the part and this end of the part lines up with each other. So some hair is either going to have to get taken away. When I say taken away, this hair is either going to have to get taken away or we're going to have to bring this hair in, okay? So that would be a choice that you would make depending on what size braids you're doing, what size parts you're doing, etc. Wait, what did you say? She said, avoid making mistakes. I said you can't really make any mistakes if you're paying attention to the picture and knowing what size you're doing. Don't go in doing jumbo braids when the picture's braids are small. Don't go in doing extra small braids when the inspo picture is medium. Okay? All right. So boom, we're about to fix our part. The first thing I noticed, this is way up high. Okay, this is somewhat straight. This is way up high. In this situation, I'm going to be taking away hair. I'm not going to be adding it because I want my part to be somewhat more lower. Alrighty, so the first thing is push my client's head down. This is way too high, so I already know I'm going to do a lot of chopping off. So let's just chop most of this off because we want that end to line up with this end. Chop off. Aniya, I can't get my part straight. It's almost, look, it's 80% already straight. We're going to clip that up. All right. Spinner. We can see there's a hump. There's a hump, but then it goes back down. We need this to match up with this one over here. Okay. Take my comb. Hold on. I got to make sure it's straight so y'all can see it. Take my comb, okay? Take my comb. I'm doing a light twist. I feel like when I lightly twist it, I can see, like, everything. All right. I'm going to be chopping off hair. Just like that. You see how the part is. It goes down, it goes up, and it goes down. We just want it to go straight across. So I'm going to chop off some hair. Chop, 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 chop. Let's see what this look like once I chop that off. Okay. Oh, it's getting straight. Hey. We can still do a little bit fixer upper. Oh, this was the side I had the grease on, so I don't know how it's going to look. But this is neat right here. This is considered straight. We're going to turn our client. Now, right here, you see the part is going up. So it goes straight. It goes up. It goes down. It goes up. We want this to be straight all the way through. So we're going to take our comb. You can either take the end or the top. I'm going to take the top for this part. All right. Straight. Parting can't be that hard if you know how to draw. Just like that. Take the hair away. Ooh. Drop my comb. Comb up. Alrighty, I'm going to zoom out so we can see what it's looking like. It's looking better already. We know we don't have that big old hump there anymore, right? Okay, cool. Turn my client. Make sure everything's looking all nice. Turn her. Hold on. Let's see what we're working with. Hold on. All right. Now we know we getting straight over here. This is a straight party. You cannot get in over here. Now we have to fix all of this, okay? Do you pre-part first all throughout the client's hair or part as you go? I'm trying to learn how to move faster when parting because that takes up most of my time when parting. Now, I'll be honest with you. You got some braiders out here that pre-part and you got some braiders that do not pre-part. Me, personally, I do not pre-part. I do want to have a client and pre-part out their whole head to see if that makes a difference. But I just feel like part as you go. I do not pre-part, but everybody's different. So if it works for you, it might actually help. All right. So, let me fix my client head again because she's looking all over the place. All right. Zoom this back. Boom! Let's see what we're working with. In person, I don't know if y'all can see because it's the lighting, but hold on, let me try to make sure y'all can see. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see this. My client's leaning to the left a little bit. Okay, here we go. All right, so at the beginning, this part did not look as straight as it is right now. We do know that if this was a straight line, going across her head, we do know that this is going down, and then it's going up, and then it's going straight, and then it goes up a little bit. We don't want any ups or downs. We want it to be straight all the way throughout. What if you accidentally miss and there's still a hump? LOL. I am just trying to learn here. You're good. If you miss it, you can always go back to fix a part. A part is not a one-time thing. Boom, part, plat. No. I mean, if you're that good, you can probably part just one time, but just go back and fix it. No biggie. All right, so I'm twisting the hair, and then as you can see, this definitely goes up a little bit. All right, so I'm going to start where I know is right, and I'm just going to either take some hair off or add it in. I'm going to go over, and let's see what our part is looking like. Okay. All right, I feel like it could be a little straighter. When I look at this part, I can see somewhat like a V. You see this is going down and you see this is going down. The V is like almost like this. So as I'm parting, I'm actually imagining lines, okay? So I see somewhat of a V. We're going to try to fix that. Okay, so just like that. I should add some gel in this girl's hair, really. And you don't see no V no more. You don't see no V, right? Comb that up. Now, what did we start off with when we was parting? We started off with a line that looked like somewhat like this. You see how we're fixing it? You don't see that hump up there no more. There was a big hump, and then it went down, okay? So parting is just like drawing. All right, let's see what's going on over here. I'm going to fix her head. She said, ouch, my neck. All right, I'm going to bring this down. Tilt it up. All righty. See this? This is just look like it goes up and it goes over. We're either keeping this or getting rid of it, which means we will have to get rid of all of this. So let's go back to see what our part looks like. So let's see. Let's see. Okay, it's getting straight. So it looks like we're going to chop some of this hair off, okay? Line this up with this. This part needs to be just like this. But right now it's straight. It's going up. It's going down. It's just a lot. So we're going to take our end of our comb. Just like that. And let's see. I'm going to fix it up some more. Because I see some things I need fixed. We're going to take our comb. Just like that. Let's see. Looking more straight than it was. I'm going to get a different comb real quick. Yeah, I'm going to get a different comb real quick. Some of my combs is more pointy at the end than others. So that's why I'm just swapping my comb out. All right, let's see. Let's see what we can take out or add. So this, and even when you're parting, even the smallest piece of hair can make a difference. Like, say, for example, I was parting and we didn't need these pieces. Like, it will make a tremendous difference, even though it's just like little pieces, if that makes sense. All right, let's see. Let's see what it's given. And again, this is a mannequin. So I'm going to try to part as neat as possible. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw some gel on her hair so we can really see. So let's throw some jam up there. Alrighty. Take the comb. Neat. Ooh, I messed up. Alright. And just like that. Think this should go up. Yep. Alright. And we got some pieces that don't want to go in or go up. That part is neat. You can't tell me this part ain't neat. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Does anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns? I hope some people wasn't thinking like we was going to learn how to part for Alicia Keys, part for this, part for that. It's just about parting. Like, when it comes to parting, you're just really picturing drawing, okay? So I wish I had a pencil. Do I got a pencil? Let's see. No pencil. When you're parting, okay? Thank you. When you're parting, hold on. Let me just go on this board real quick. Let me fit. Okay. I'm going to erase this really quickly. And I am going to use a piece of paper. Okay. Real quick for the one time. This is 101 parting. when you are parting, just always remember, you want to picture a line. Like, actually picture a line, okay? So whether you're doing a braided ponytail, this is the client's head, this is the middle of the head. Whether you're doing a braided ponytail and all your braids are going up, 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 going up. This is a braided ponytail. If you have a part that's a little crooked, we're going to zoom in. We're going to figure out what needs fixed. Obviously, there's a lot of hair going on right here, and some hair needs to be taken out right here in order for this to be actually straight, okay? Whether you're doing some knotless, this is my client looking front. This is the back of their head. You're trying to part for some knotless. If you see a dip, okay, makes sense. If you see a dip in the client's head, that means there's a lot of hair, and some of that hair has to come out in order for this part to be on the straight side, okay? Make sense or not? If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know or forever hold your peace, okay? Questions, comments, concerns. You just really want to eyeball it. Like if you're parting, don't make it rocket science, okay? What is one of your tips for parting faster? I wasn't sure if you stated that or not. I struggle with taking too long or parting. Do you pre-part all throughout the client's hair first? I do not pre-part. For me, I feel like it takes more time. I do know people who do pre-part and they say it's saved on times. So it's really up to you as a braider. Any parting, braiding faster tips, the only tip that I can really give when it comes to braiding, parting faster, you want to make sure your client's hair is nappy. So I'm going to tell you why real quick. You see my hair? My hair is straight, slit, neat, bow, okay? They said you explain more than my teacher. Oh, thank you so much. That makes me happy because I don't really like when people explain and it's like I don't understand it. When I tell people to explain, I say, can you break it down like you're breaking it down to a kindergartner? So the only thing I would say when it comes to parting faster, I guess, is making sure your client's hair is completely blown out straight. So let's say I'm a client and I'm getting my hair parted. You see how the stylist could part? No issues. Part. No issues. Say my hair was nappy, it was thick, it was not blown out. When the stylist part, this is gonna be me. The stylist is gonna be that's wasting time. Stylist gonna be ripping your hair apart when she could just do one of these. Bow. So that's the only really advice I could give when it comes to parting faster. Making sure your client's hair is blown out, and we talked about that in foundation. That was the first ever braid class. Thank you. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Thank you, Daily, because you did your thing. Again, this is not my first braid academy. This is the second year I'm doing a braid academy. But the first year, it was lit. The second year, it was okay. This year, I didn't do a lot of promoting. So usually the viewers be like in the 12s and the 20s, but today we had 500, I think. So clock it. So yeah, yes, thank you so much, My Life Daily. If y'all guys have any questions, comments, or concerns when it comes to parting, please let me know or forever hold your peace. Y'all see that her part, especially this side, was not neat. Even right now, you can see that this is slightly slanted down. I'm about to try to fix it on camera by looking backwards too. Look, my client is looking super straight. She's looking super straight, but this part is slanting up over here. It's slanting down over here. Let me see. You just take wherever it's neat at. It's definitely neat right here. Like, that's neat. Take that comb. I don't know if I could do this backwards. I do not know if I could do this backwards. Let me see what it looks like when I take some of that hair out. This needs to be taken out right here. See that? Yeah, make sure the hair is blown out completely straight. So you don't got to worry about knots and tangles and things like that. But if that's everything, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow is 6:30. Let me see what we're learning tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to be learning about, is your grip too tight or too loose? So if you struggle with your grip, that'll be the class for you. Okay, if we don't have any comments, questions, or concerns, I think that's everything. That was a pretty fast class. I think I'm gonna drop a video because I think some people was expecting a little bit more when it came to parting 101. But if you're still up here, the only thing that I can really tell you when it comes to parting, eyeball a line. If that line is not straight, erase what you need to erase, as in take away hair or fix and add hair. That's it. Don't overthink it. Don't overdo it. It's not that, okay? Yes, I'm going to be here tomorrow at 6:30, and then the next classes will be next week. It's on every Wednesday and Thursday, and I'm also on TikTok too. Hey, the Sea Dog. I have to go to the bathroom so bad, and I still have to go to the gym after this. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know now or forever hold your peace, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Clock it. I definitely have to go to the bathroom. Bad. Yes, let me know. Yes. All right. Peace out. Thank you guys so much for the likes. Thanks for the subs, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Is your grip too tight or too loose? And I will help you. Peace out, guys. Bye.